Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of It's a Dyer Thing. Rob here on a very brisk April, probably what are we, April 10th, I think it is, or April 9th morning here. Just enjoying my my morning coffee here. Today I am lucky enough that I've got the day off from work, and I am actually waiting for my buddy John to come and meet me downstairs. That's John that you normally see with the Hayabusa on last year's videos when we're riding around. So waiting for John to come and get me here this morning, and we are then heading off out west Ontario. So we're heading over to London, Ontario, down to a dealership there by the name of English Cycle, and John's actually going to take a look, going to kick some tires on a new bike. So why don't you come along with us and let's enjoy this epic journey of how to purchase a bike. Okay, everybody, well, John has finally arrived, so I'm heading outside now to him. We're gonna go get in the car. Ooh, look at the fancy ride we got here. So, anyways, and now on our way to London. Here, I'll put this is all my other gear as well. Yeah. Morning, sir. How's it going?
Morning. What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming.
Road trip. We haven't done this. I've never done this with you, eh?
No,
so we
well,
got to
not
make
in the car anyway.
No, eh? Awesome. All is good.
Everything is great.
Yeah, so John actually just got back from you were in Los Angeles, weren't you? In California?
LA, that's right.
LA.
Yeah.
So all went well there? Yeah.
Yeah, it went
nice
well.
weather or?
Well, yeah, it was like 27, 28 degrees, sunny.
That's the only thing that sucks is coming back, eh? I guess.
Yeah.
So
hot, of course.
Awesome. How can you trust a cup like that?
What?
I don't know, driving around like I've got this heavy duty industrial super sealed kind of cup here to make sure it doesn't spill all over the place.
Yeah, well, like
you're, going around, you're going around with an open cup like a little teacup.
Not too bad. Well, I figure we're going to stop anyway and grab some tea or something.
Totally. All right. On our way to, first stop is London, I guess, right? Heading out that way. So.
Yeah, I got a full tank of gas, so
awesome.
We don't need to get gas. But
that's it. We're there. I don't think we're going to get into too much traffic heading that way. I think everybody's kind of going the other way, eh?
Yeah, and at this hour, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. She's going to yell at us all day, isn't she? Turn left, turn right, shut up. All right. Anyways, on our way. See you guys when we get closer. So are you going to tell us what you're buying? Or do we have to wait and see?
You know what, I guess
we're on our way there now.
Exactly. We'll be there in an hour, so why not, right?
So John and I are heading over to English Cycle, isn't it? English Cycle, out in London area, due to the fact that I guess John is kind of tired with the big, what is it, the Busa, what was it, the Harley Busa? Isn't that what you called it?
There you go.
We only call it the Harley Busa when we got the big backrest on it. Yeah. But yeah, the Hayabusa stretched out and stuff like that. Fantastic bike, and you still have it. You still have it, right? And it's going to be set aside. I don't think you're going to get rid of that thing.
Not right away.
No, man, it's such an awesome bike. Yeah. Anyways, so we're heading out to London, Ontario, English Cycle, to go and check out this new bike that John is about to announce that he's picking himself up. New to him.
Yeah, GSX-S1000F.
GSX-1000F.
So the fairing version of the GSX-S1000, which is the naked version.
I thought you were looking at the naked one.
I was, but you know, initially I had my heart set on the F model, right? Only because...
At the beginning?
At the very, very beginning, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I like the whole idea of fairings and the extra wind protection that it gives you.
Yeah.
So I was looking at that bike, but I couldn't really find a bike that was priced right.
Okay.
All those bikes, for whatever reason, although from the dealer they're only about a $500 premium. However, on the used market, they were always asking for $1,000 to $1,500 more.
More
compared to the non-faired version or fairing version.
Wow. Okay. So now this bike here, you found it through Auto Trader or Kijiji?
So I found the GSX-S1000, the naked version, on Kijiji initially.
Okay.
So I called Inglis
because they had that one.
They
there.
had it.
Okay.
So when I went there to go take a look at it, I mean, it was a beautiful bike.
Yeah. And that was the non-fairing. That was black and it had the red accents on it. The red accents on it. Okay.
Yeah. Which was a great looking bike. It was beautiful.
It's mean. Eh?
Yeah.
That's mean.
And it was
looking.
on their showroom,
badass.
and you know, it was all nicely cleaned and really just fantastic to look at.
Yep.
So I'm in the office with Mike Inglis, and I'm talking with him, and he says, "Oh, you know, by the way, we have this other bike that just came in. It's more or less the same thing."
Didn't Mike, because I spoke, sorry guys, sorry John, as soon as you told me, I called Mike. Oh. I called Mike. I said, "Hey Mike, it's Rob from Yamaha." I said, buddy of mine, John, I said he was just down there with you this morning, and he was checking out the bike, and he said he did not buy the naked bike.
That's right.
But he said he bought something else, and he's not telling me. So I said, Mike, I said, you got to tell me what it is. So anyways, I said, well, maybe you don't have to, but I think you should anyways. So anyway, he ended up telling me, so I'm sorry, I went behind your back.
That's all right.
John.
That's okay.
We just killed the
the surprise.
the deception of the bromance. That's it. We're done. Divorce. So anyways, so he told me that you went there and you were looking for the naked version.
Yeah, the Jesus.
And that's what you wanted to get. And then I think you guys were you and Mike were talking, and at some point you said that ultimately that was your second bike that you wanted, due to the fact that you wanted the fairing version one.
Correct.
And Mike said, wait a tick.
Yeah.
And I think this is where he
leads me to the back room, the actual shop of the place, and so we get there, and you know, sure enough, there's this, you know, GSX-S1000F model. It's all black, and it's actually kind of like a matte black.
Oh, right? Get out.
Yeah,
is it that gray and black or all black?
It's all black.
Okay.
But it's not like it's not like piano black.
Okay.
Right? But so from the certain angles, it does kind of look somewhat grayish.
Okay.
But I mean, it's still black. It's just matte, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful looking bike, and just clean. Very, very clean. It only had like 3,000 kilometers on it.
Did he tell you the history of this bike or who this bike actually belonged to?
So I guess the idea, or I guess what happened was, they got this bike. And they were using it. One of the staff members for Inglis was using it as his own vehicle.
Yes.
And then I guess it came around that I guess he's ready for an upgrade. Every year they get a new bike, I guess. I don't know.
Actually, what it was is the gentleman that owned this bike was his demo, who was the sales rep, if I recall properly, for Motovan.
Okay.
So one of the aftermarket companies that we have here within the Canada region. So they use their sales demo bikes or whatever like that, which he was getting, because he was living out that way. He was getting it from Inglis Cycle. So I think they only had like what, 3,000 kilometers on it,
something like
give
that.
or take.
Yeah.
So he hadn't done anything, and he was contemplating on whether keeping it for the next year or selling it off. So I guess it got set aside and kind of got forgotten for a short little while, where then it kind of reappeared onto the book saying, oh, it's for sale, and they were checking to see if it was in immaculate condition. And they said so anyways, it was perfect. Like, it was meant to be. It was hiding
right
for you.
Absolutely.
It is your bike.
That's what I want to believe.
This is a meant to be thing. And I had seen one. I was just down at Claire's a couple of last week or this weekend, and I seen the F as well, and that one was the blue and black one. And dude, man, that thing is a monster. That's a monster bike. So anyways, heading down there now, and I definitely want to capture this, and that's so cool, dude. It's gonna be fun.
So I get on the bike. The bike is perfect. There's no scratches, dings, stone chips, nothing.
Super clean.
It's perfect. And the greatest thing about it is I actually get 4 years and I think 1 or 2 months worth of warranty. Still of warranty,
factory warranty, five-year warranty on Suzuki, and that's not like an extended warranty or anything. That is their basic factory warranty, 5 years. Holy smokes! I mean,
on a motorcycle. Right?
On a motorcycle. I mean, again, you know that, and especially here in Canada or North America, where you know the seasons are short. A lot of times, you know, even the 1 year, that's gone. Like, you know, it sucks.
Exactly.
It so sucks.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, 6 months out of the time, you're not even on that damn bike, right? So 5 years warranty from factory is fantastic.
Yeah, and it's not like an English warranty. It's a Suzuki warranty.
Suzuki
so
Motors.
You can take it anywhere, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I didn't even need to test drive it.
No.
I did start it up.
Yeah.
And it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Even with the factory exhaust.
Are you gonna do that?
I probably will swap it out eventually, but not this year.
Okay.
So this year I'll just ride it as is.
Yeah.
And depending on how I feel about it, then I'll swap it out. Yeah.
Some accessories, some upgrades.
Yeah.
So, well, we'll shop.
Yep.
That's cool. I can't wait. Heading there now. How long till we get there? Oh my God, it's so long.
I
don't know.
A little less than an hour.
Okay, a little less than an hour. So we'll be there shortly, and from that we'll definitely continue on and see what happens.
Sounds good.
Woohoo! Zoologist! I remember that. That was the last video. Actually, I had. Oh, you're such a biker. I had. Slow down. I had when we were helping pack up when we were down at Montreal for my parents. We were going through some of my old books and stuff like that. And some old school stuff, and in there was a section, and I can't remember from what grade it said, but it says, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" So it had, not only did it have really corny pictures and some really scary stuff, man. I'm like, burn that for please, make sure it never comes back. So anyways, so you said you wanted to be a zoologist when you grow up. What did mine say? It says I wanted to work in a zoo. Yeah. I want to be a stuntman.
A zoologist.
Mine says I want to be a stuntman. Yeah. So the kids read that and Amber read that and we're all laughing. I'm like, well, I guess we gotta get it back on the freeway here. Oh, interesting. Oh, because we're now going down into London, eh? So, but yeah, it's. How embarrassing was that, eh?
Right. So, well, at least you had a kind of a cool dream. I mean, a stuntman. I wanted to be a zoologist.
Why does it keep showing up past blue? Like it shows up your past driven area?
I don't know why. Why did it take me off and then bring me back in?
That's so weird. We are officially here after a couple of detours.
But we made it. We made it.
All right, let's get all geared up, set up, and let's go inside and give this bike a good look. Oh, it's nice. English Cycle here in London. So let's get ourselves set up.
So that's a message to all you kids. Make sure you stretch before you work out.
Stretch before you work out. Yeah. There you go. All right, this is just my backup edited short video just in case. Sorry, just in case if we had some audio problems, because I was running with the Canon for after when we actually got to English Cycle to actually do the purchase here. So we are now on our trek back with John.
Hello.
After purchasing his new GSX-S1000F. I don't think I will ever be able to say that easily without reading a cue card or something, because I just, there's certain things that you just can't get. Anyways, so we're heading back to Toronto right now from London as we pick this bike up from English Cycle. We got to tie this down properly here. So we'll strap that in just so this way it doesn't whip around and buff up the oh damn, okay, we didn't see that, didn't catch that on camera.
Okay. I don't use this one anyway.
Is that the one that's got that rear facing camera on it?
The mirror in it.
Okay.
You should try it one day.
That would be weird. I'm surprised the technology hasn't gotten further onto that, eh?
So it's pretty sketchy.
All right. So, anyways, yeah. So, trailering this big beast of a bike that actually looks so small in this monster of a trailer, but I still can't get over on how small this bike actually physically is. Yet it's 1,000 cc's of raw power. I don't know, man. I'm liking this Suzuki, man. Sage loves Suzuki, eh?
Oh, that's
and Bailey loves okay. So Bailey we were shopping for the bikes, and I was telling Bailey that she ain't gonna get, you know, the MT-07, and it doesn't look like we're having a much luck with an R3. So I said, you know, you also got to help me out and shop around for bikes, right? Remember this, Bailey? And I said, if there's something that you see, fire me off the picture, right? So she goes, yeah, there's this one bike I was looking at and I was talking with my friends about, and she goes, here, let me send it, and she sends me the link.
SV650?
It was a GSX-R 750, all black GSX-R 750, like, you know, any more badass or you know, hooligan of a bike.
What is that, like 140 horsepower?
that's all out, and I'm like, no, ain't gonna happen, right? So
that's quite a bit.
It is freaking heavy.
And the Yoshi was how many pounds? Do you know?
It was like
10.
Yeah, 10 or 14.
Yeah,
in between that, like it was super light. Like that is just massive of a tank. But
so if you get a full exhaust system, then you can obviously get rid of that.
That's gone.
Yeah.
And
you'll shed some pounds.
Nice, right? And again, you know, being that it's fuel injected and all with the ECUs and everything like that nowadays, you don't have to do. Well, I don't know. The one from Yamaha, the Yoshimura one, engineered with the Yamaha engineering department and Yamaha, made it that you did not have to reflash it. And even reflashing, you did not get any difference in performance or any throttle response difference or anything. Absolutely nothing. There was no difference. However, Yoshimura does their own exhaust for Yamaha. For Yamaha bikes.
Sure.
Not sold through Yamaha, but just it's the R77 series, right?
Right.
Not exactly the same as the one that Yamaha offers from Yoshimura. So a lot of people get that confused, right?
Yeah.
One, you do have to do remapping and tuning and stuff like that, whereas the other one you do not, right? So it makes a little bit of a difference, and that's the ones that I've been running for the past couple of years, right? So I don't know if there's something that they make in regards to that for this.
I'll look
like
into
I said, there's that control module that you just basically you plug it into the factory connector when they do diagnostics, tune-ups and stuff like that. It just plugs into that, and it already comes with a downloaded map card that you can fine-tune, fine-adjust, like you know, and it already comes with preloaded maps. That you can increase your top, because each one, the top speed is blocked off.
Sure,
right?
of course.
From factory in the ECU.
That's right.
Does not go any faster than 299. Yet the bike probably could.
Right.
So this system disengages that or increases the top speed.
Right.
Same thing as well as it increases the RPM. As well, and the torque. Right. So it's all mapped out specifically for that. So you can buy the one map or the one device. Plug it into this bike. Do what you need to do, take it off of this bike, plug it into the next bike, but all you got to do is just purchase that map. So the kit itself,
that's
Canadian,
amazing.
was like $500, and like each map is like $3.
Right.
So
that's amazing.
And you can always leave it on there because then you can it's on the fly, right?
Yeah.
And it does not affect your warranty. It does not affect the actual stock ECU and all that, because this is a piggyback system. So it's really weird on how it works. But
oh, that's awesome. I
think I'm going to buy it.
A chain guard, which is pretty cool. And it's got a rear tire hugger, which is nice. My Busa doesn't have that.
Didn't have any of that, eh?
No. And look,
this is what you're saying about the tail, right? So you know what? It's not so bad, right?
So if I put my saddlebags here, I have at least a mounting point for the back and the front, right? So the front of the saddlebag.
Tiny tail, I mean, you know, you want, if anything, it's going to be a clean tiny tail, and at least you know your flashers are not obnoxiously big.
So if I get rid of this and I go with a tidy tail, then really the only other point I can mount my saddlebag, my rear part of the bag,
there's no hand guard, there's no nothing, eh?
Right,
Wow.
Would be maybe like back on the swing arm, maybe, I don't know.
You can't do that because the swing arm
it moves around, right?
So it'll have to be, well, you got these for your hooks, right?
But that would be the front part of the saddlebag, right? So I need something for the back part.
Nothing for the back.
Unless I get a rack. If I get the rack, then it won't be.
Because you got the two mounting points here, and the rack would come here and attach like that, and then it slides on, right? But it's interesting how
that's what I mean.
Wasn't really geared at all for two-up riding. Eh?
No. Well, that's why they said this is not a touring bike. They're saying that although people see it as a touring bike, it's more a sport bike with a relaxed riding position.
Yes,
that's what they're basically saying. So I mean. So if I do keep this, maybe I'll just change out my indicators, my flashers.
Something a little bit smaller, whatever. So
something a bit smaller, and at least it'll clean it up a little bit.
But they're not obnoxious. They're not like the Yamaha ones.
I don't know. I mean, they look
No,
about the
man,
same,
the
no?
Yamaha ones are
they?
like NASA docking station lights.
Is it?
Bling, bling. NASA called me. They want them back. You know, look at the cleanness. Hey, already got the trim tape on it.
Yeah.
You know, you should see how many times it took me to get mine to put on there.
That-
Lots, but it's super
And
nice.
it matches with this, right? This coloring here.
Fit and finish is really overall super nice actually on this bike. I'm really impressed with the fit and the finish.
What's
the welds,
amazing
the
to me-
welds are really nice.
What's amazing is that this is a 2018.
Yeah,
You know, barely 3,000 kilometers on it, and I picked it up for $9 grand, 9,999.
That's
right?
crazy.
Well, 10 grand, right? But we're talking, it's pretty much a brand new bike,
it is.
right? For so little. So
I love the handlebar system, man. Dude, that is like so motocross.
yeah, it's nice, eh? The Renthal
Yeah.
5.0. Well, the Renthal, they make motocross bars, right?
Yep.
A little bit.
Those levers, I picked up some levers off
Yeah.
of Amazon. Did I
Okay.
get them off of Amazon? Anyways, they were $40 a pair. So
Okay.
I ordered in 2 sets, right?
Okay.
The first set I didn't like the color.
Yeah, yeah.
But the fit and the finish was really nice. The second set I ordered up,
Yeah.
which were literally, no word of a lie, they were knockoffs of Jill's Tooling.
Okay.
Jill's Tooling
Okay.
are
Yeah.
the $500 levers
Right.
that we offer at Yamaha.
Yeah.
Dude, I put these levers on.
Yeah, yeah.
Could not tell a difference.
Really? Eh?
They are
okay.
so comfortable, and I'll see if I can find them and send you the link.
Okay.
And you put them on, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
amount
for sure.
of adjustment that you
Yeah.
have is
No,
fantastic.
I actually want to get shorty
Yeah.
levers for these anyway.
Shorties, yeah.
Yeah, little shorties, like, you know.
Super nice.
Yeah. So, yeah,
That's
looking
awesome, dude.
forward to
What a nice bike. I'm super happy for you.
it. Nice, buddy.
That's awesome. I like that. At least you don't have that one big boob in the front anymore.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
The boob
So
light.
I do have a plan for this, because see how the lights come down like this part here?
Yeah.
And there's nothing in there.
Why don't they put anything? How come they didn't put?
I don't know.
That is so weird. Like you would think they would put indicators in there,
So-
or little marker lights.
Yeah, so I guess in the aftermarket world, you can.
Yeah.
You can probably take off the fairing, drill out a little hole. and
Interesting.
you can put little lights there.
I have the show and go system.
Okay.
Where you can press a button.
Yeah.
And it does like strobe stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like cop cars.
Yeah.
You can take this and put this box on your bike and make you like all policey if you want.
Well, what I have is I have this black tint,
Okay.
but it's completely black and it looks like this.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to cover all of this part with it.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're not
Just
going to see
completely-
any of this.
Yeah.
So you're only going to see
Yeah.
this part.
Okay.
Here. You're not going to see any of this bottom part.
Did you see my last video? In regards to what happens when you fuck up on Plasti Dip?
Oh yeah.
So-
The yellow thing. That
The
you
yellow
had on
thing.
Yeah. I saw
But the video about that afterwards is,
Okay.
is me peeling it off, showing you how
Oh.
easily it peels off.
Okay.
So I had 2 pieces. One piece which was a couple of days old, and another piece which were a couple of months old.
Yeah.
Both spray painted.
Okay.
And how easily they come off. I'm just saying, if you want to put a decal or sticker on top of that,
Yeah.
I would just say tape off what you want.
Yeah.
And Plasti Dip black spray.
Right,
Which comes
right.
out as a matte finish, anyways.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Then this way, if you don't like it, you just peel it off. I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Well, I
whatever.
have, like I said, I have like a sheet of
I have-
this, like
yeah.
it's like a tint
Vinyl
kind of a
or
thing.
whatever tint?
Yeah, it's like a vinyl.
Okay.
And with an adhesive.
Yep.
And so yeah, I was gonna just cover that with it and
Okay.
see.
I received a whole roll
Yeah.
of carbon fiber 3K finish,
Okay.
which is a 3D finish to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So if you ever need any of that as well, I got tons of that. All right. Anyways, traveling back again, thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of It's a Dyer Thing. This video here will be broadcasted if we had audio issues on the other camera. So again, please please subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you very much for tuning in and following along with our epic journey. Peace, be good, have fun, be safe. See you guys soon. All right.